Every living being in this world has the right to be happy. This profound truth is the driving force behind everything we do, every word we say, and every action we take. If you pause for a moment and ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? The answer, at its core, will always be the same: to find happiness. You wake up early every morning, prepare a meal, and head out to work, not for a dry obligation, but because you yearn to create happiness for yourself and your loved ones. You work hard to build a home, secure a future, and bring smiles to your parents, children, and friends. In the process, you also find your own joy. This shows that happiness is not a simple concept, but a complex flow with two main sources: material happiness and spiritual happiness. For a life to be considered truly complete and perfect, a person must experience and harmonize both types of happiness. In this video, we will explore a profound and wonderful teaching from the Buddha about the specific types of happiness a person living a family life, a householder, should strive to attain. According to Buddhist philosophy, there are two main paths in life. The first is the household life, or family life. This is the path for the majority of us, where we build a home, maintain relationships, and enjoy material pleasures. The second is the monastic life, also known as the homeless life. This is the path monks choose when they give up their families and homes to seek a higher, purer form of happiness. This does not mean that monks completely reject happiness. On the contrary, the main purpose of becoming a monk is to seek spiritual happiness. They still need to sustain themselves with material necessities, but that pursuit must be limited. For them, the consumption of material things should not disturb the peace and spiritual happiness they are striving for. However, the teaching we will learn about today is one the Buddha reserved specifically for householders. He pointed out 4 types of happiness that a person living a family life must achieve for their life to be called complete. The 4 happinesses for a householder according to the Buddha's teaching. 1. The happiness of ownership, atishuka. This is the happiness that comes from owning property. The Buddha taught that a person must work hard, dedicate their time and energy, and strive to earn wealth in a righteous and truthful way. Righteous here means earning money without harming anyone, not hurting yourself, not harming others, and not destroying society. When you earn money this way, you should feel happy and proud of your achievements. The Buddha never advised people to abandon the pursuit of material happiness. On the contrary, he affirmed that for a householder, it is part of their responsibility. When you have enough money to support yourself, you will feel at peace thinking, "This wealth is mine. I created it with my own righteous labor." This is a precious and genuine form of happiness that a householder must achieve. 2. The happiness of enjoyment, bhogasukha. After acquiring wealth, the next happiness is the joy of enjoyment. This means you must know how to use your money wisely. The Buddha taught that you should spend your money in a way that doesn't harm yourself or others. When you use your righteously earned money to do good things, like helping others, taking care of your parents, or bringing joy to those you love, a great happiness will well up in your heart. This is a deep joy that a person should strive for in life. 3. The happiness of freedom from debt, ananasukha. The third type of happiness is the joy that comes from financial freedom. When you no longer have any loans or debts to carry, the feeling of being liberated from a financial burden brings a wonderful sense of freedom. You feel at peace knowing you owe no one and no longer have to worry about paying off debts. This is a great happiness that a householder must achieve, a state of freedom and peace in the soul. 4. The happiness of a blameless life, anavajasukha. This is the most important and valuable type of happiness of all. The Buddha called it the happiness of a blameless life. A blameless life means that you do everything and say everything with a pure heart and a serene mind. When you live with kindness, integrity, and a wholesome spirit, you will feel a joy greater than any material happiness. The first 3 types of happiness can certainly bring joy. But if your heart is always regretting who you are and what you have done, the other things will become meaningless. What matters most is how you live. At the end of our lives, the greatest happiness we can feel is looking back and seeing how we lived a truthful life. How much love we gave, how much we helped others, and how righteously we conducted ourselves. The Buddha emphasized that every householder must achieve this type of happiness. These are the 4 types of happiness that a person living a family life needs to achieve. I hope this teaching from the Buddha will shed a little light on your life. May we all be able to achieve and fully enjoy all four types of happiness in this very life.